welcome back to this game. This is like the fourth time in a row that I'm recording this. I don't know if I'm gonna post in front of anything though. I'm probably just gonna post like a started video tomorrow or something, you know. I already have today's upload done. But it's like I'm not gonna do this to myself. I just want to play it. Alright, anyway, quick recap. Last episode, we ended off where we're just in time for like the Geo God's Dissension thing. We're still gonna have to ask people about it.
Rite of Dissension. Oh yeah, once a year, Rex Lapis bestows upon us his divine prediction, guiding us on how to run Liyue for the Last year it was the Yuheng of the Liyue Qixing that was given the honor of asking for the divine prediction.
Ooh, Paimon knows this one. Mondstadt is to freedom. The Liyue Qixing, the 7 leaders of the 7 enterprises of Liyue, hold true control over Liyue.
That's what foreigners, but true control over Liyue will always be. The Qixing is comprised of mere mortals. Rex Lapis is a god. Mondstadt's god is nowhere to be seen, whilst our stay in Liyue. Given that you just left your godless city, it's time you experienced what it's like to be in a city whose god has walked with it through all of history.
Godless city. Alright.
Oh, are you also foreigners here for the Rite of Dissension?
Yes.
To think I've lived in Liyue. I guess it's like they say, locals never visit the tourist spots. I wish you well on your travels.
The only reason we're here is because we need to meet all the gods.
You two wish to bear witness. As a businessman myself, the 17 predictions given last year made more than... What's more, there's been a rumor going around that the Tianshui herself, Ningguang, has been acting secretly in the shadow. She wants the rocks created by Geovision holders.
Wow, that's some super professional
Among the 7, his keen sense of strategy is well trusted among understanding the predictions as soon as...
Fortune?
You're not at all close. Not to mention, so better to head to Yuji. It's the highest place in the...
Oh, you also... Seems you know a lot. Making a wish, I've already made mine.
Great, thanks!
Oh, she... this game isn't even finished being made. I don't think you can. You're gonna have to wait quite a while, buddy. You're gonna have to wait quite a while, buddy.
Your first time in Liyue? Actually, it's my first time to see the Rite of Dissension too. Ah, look, that's Miss Ningguang of the Liyue Qixing.
I know.
Only those who have control in Liyue can preside over the Rite of Dissension. Oh yeah, not sure if you knew, but most of the Adepti appear in the form of various beasts. I heard that when attending these kinds of formal occasions, Rex Lapis himself appears as a celestial cross between 2 of Liyue's ancient mythical creatures. Ah, sorry, I shouldn't interrupt your
Okay.
Whoa, look at all the people! We gotta get up front. We can't see squat back here.
If this game ever decides to curse, it's gonna be 10 times more hilarious, just because of how weird it would be.
The hour is upon us.
What the heck's going on?
Rex Lapis has been killed. Seal the exits.
What? Wait a minute. Wait, no, this actually got interesting. I'm surprised.
What? What's going on? Did she just... The Geo Archon? Oh no! The Millilith! Looks like they're nabbing suspects who got... Paimon's freaking out! Wait. We got Wait, where are you going? Oh no! There's a whole bunch of soldiers out there too! Your identity! You may not be the killer, but we can't...
Double dead.
But...
Of course it's A. Didn't know in the first place. So
They're here! Arrest them!
you didn't do crap.
There's nowhere to run.
Hey, buddy, hold still.
Oh, who's this guy?
Stop! Stop!
Come with me.
He's already significantly less annoying than Kea and Amber.
So insensitive! You have no idea just how tiring floating around... Wait. Just who are you exactly?
Call me Child.
Child? What, so we're supposed to dote on you?
Okay, Paimon.
By any chance.
Senora?
Don't tell me you're
Child?
Oh my god.
You're Fatui! One of the Harbingers!
Oh, no. Don't worry. I'm not looking for a fight.
But you're not denying being Fatui.
Senora gave you quite the bad impression, huh? Pfft, that woman. Can't say I'm a fan either.
You are.
Mondstadt. And because I had my eye on you the whole time, I know it was, but regrettably, given I'm a Fatui envoy from Snezhnaya, there's no way I'd be trusted after something of this magnitude.
Yep.
The ruling Qixing of Liyue.
Well, can you honestly blame them?
Guess I shouldn't try to deny that. Okay, sure. Maintaining a distance between strangers is probably a good idea. Either way, but right now, if you want to clear yourselves of any suspicion, you need to get yourselves to Northland Bank. Staying here isn't an option. As the old...
Come on, man. I like Liyue though. I like Liyue Harbor. It's so nice.
Correct. This bank was opened here in Liyue by Snezhnaya. Though everyone knows Liyue is the most enterprising in Teyvat,
Yeah, well, poorer nations don't seem the type to have diplomats that come around acting the way yours do towards the Knights of Favonius.
Here, let me give you this.
This is
What is this?
I'm not sure exactly. Sometimes all money can buy is things, and not a name. All I know is that it's a sigil. A sigil to keep the mighty and illuminated Adepti from bringing home...
Adepti?
If you head north from the harbor, then west from Guili Plains, you will eventually reach a stone forest known as Jueyun Karst.
I've been everywhere. Just like point me to where it is.
The people of Liyue believe it to be the abode of the Adepti. Legend or not, they believe it. As such, offerings to the Adepti are made at its board, but I have no need for believing. Not when I know for a fact that the Adept...
Hate to admit it, but your Fatui intel seems alright. But why would we go...
Oh, my little friend. There's money, health, love. But you will go for justice.
Oh, we're going there to get our names cleared.
Justice?
The Chi Sing will already have dispatched the Millilith.
There we go. Easy. Easy work.
And who might we be? Those that dare enter Dwayun Karst. A sigil of permission. Many a season has passed since one was last in the presence of such an item.
Alright.
He before you is the mighty and illuminated Adeptus, Moon Carver. Speak, traveler. What business have you here?
Actually,
It's the assassin. They dared to flee here to Jueyun Karst.
Sir, we've already stepped too far.
There's no...
Disturbing our border. See them gone.
We have to kill people? Bad.
Attack!
Hold on, let me just use John Ling.
help! Leader is attacking me!
Take the target alive! Tactical retreat!
This is a very hard game.
Try it!
Wait, we could just use elemental skill like that? Oh wow. Oh wow. Actually hold. We might have to go we might have to turn into a Beyblade for a second. Hold up.
Leave it up to me.
Bam.
Well,
Preposterous. The Liua Qixing. Utterly disappointed. How? And then place suspicion upon the attend. Traveler. Of the unjust accusations placed upon you. Go. Take your sigil of permission. Carry with you a message. Mountain Shaper and Cloud Retainer can be found here. Only fate will decide if you shall find them.
Okay. Honestly, I gotta say, this guy is a pretty nice dude. He's not a bad guy. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, let's just kill him. I like killing treasure hoarders. Ooh, what's this? During combat is crazy. Alright. With the slime too, nonetheless.
Go! Show mercy upon me and my brother. Who are you? What's going on?
Chill out.
Oh. You enjoy safe passage, enjoy you. You must be Adepti Messenger.
what is he talking?
Oh, have mercy, mighty messengers of the illuminated Adepti. I beg you to save us. My brother and I, we only came here because our family is poor. And we heard tell of treasures hidden in the amber of Mount Hulao.
But you're treasure hoarders.
It was stupid of us. But we followed the path up the mountain, but suddenly I ran away and made it this far before it dawned on me. We were I had no idea how.
To find the Adeptus, but he seems pretty one-track mind about rescuing his brother right now. So, he said that Li Deng got trapped in amber somewhere on Mount Hulao, and that they were following the path the whole way up. So let's follow the path down from here, and make sure to be on the lookout for amber on the way.
Hold. This is a chest, I assume. Let me just switch my party. No pain, no. Okay. Alright, Elisa. I don't know why you're still in my party, Elisa.
Go! Is this...
I don't like the battle music here. I like the battle music from like, what's it called? Fontaine. Fontaine's battle music is the best in the game so far.
Water jet!
Buddy. Time, buddy.
Oh, and have you seen my brother? I just hope he didn't get trapped in Amber 2. He made it to the top. That means he should be okay. Oh, thank you. I will here's hoping I don't run into any more Amber on the way.
For sure, for sure. Just want to finish at least the first part of it before we end. Hi.
Thank you for rescuing my brother. Oh, what? No. I mean, regular folks like us would never have the... Unlike you guys. Anyway. We have trespassed in the realm of the Adeptus for long enough.
Yes.
For treasure hoarders, you seem like pretty nice guys.
Boy, it'd be super helpful if we actually were adept, because it seems like this adept, but it's not like we've done anything wrong, so...
Who dares trespass on my mountain? Who?
Wait, it's the bad guy from Kung Fu Panda 2.
Foolish mortal. Come forth.
I'm sorry, man.
You intrude upon the sanctity of Mount Hulao. You destroy the amber of my mouth. The thieves' ignorance was an affront to the Adepti. But your actions are an abomination.
Wait! We can explain!
A sigil of permission. In the beginning, Rex Lapis cast them for the mortals with his own hand. Few were made. Speak. One shall listen to the matter which brings you here. That you would be wise to speak the truth. For
so a god died.
Rex Lapis assassinated?
Yeah.
At the rite of dissension?
Yep.
What mortal in Liyue, nay in all the world, would conspire to commit such foul treason? Or perhaps the more pertinent question is, what power in this world could aspire to achieve it?
The
Rex
Fatui.
Lapis charged the Adepti with the protection of Liyue, and we have always honored this duty. As the people have prospered, so have we gradually withdrawn into the mountains. Indeed, this was a gesture of goodwill towards humanity. But now, traveler, of the matter you have relayed, once one has dealt with certain matters here that require my attention.
Paimon can! Adepti always have magical powers in store, you know, like how grass is actually Adepti hair, and rivers are actually Adepti saliva.
Your nonsense. The majority
Yeah, I know.
of the plant is hidden underground. When stepped on, after taking up residence here, one planted many karst crawlers to ensure that the tranquility of the mountain would remain undisturbed. Over the years, they have helped...
Oh, so they...
Correct. Thus, one may not leave this place in its current state. One will depart as soon as one has attended to this matter. One trusts that the manner of your departure will be swifter in nature.
Of course. Okay, he was pretty chill. He wasn't horrible, I guess. Wait, did I just thought that? Wait, okay. Dang, hold up. How much is this quest giving? This quest is giving quite a bit.
Hey, who put this table here? Maybe... Ooh, they even have the guest names carved into the seats. Here sits Retainer. Here sits Guizhong.
You probably shouldn't
Here
touch that,
sits
then.
Maybe Rex is short for. As for Retainer. That's it! When Mooncarver was going through the names of his Adepti buddies. So this must be where Cloud Retainer. How about we cook up some extra special. But what do Adepti even. People must make offerings here all the time. Guess all we can do is. Do you think maybe it's at all possible that the Adepti
I don't even know how to make sticky honey roast, buddy. Alright. Alright.
Whoa, the ground is covered. Seems there's meat in this pot. But Paimon
I'm
can't tell
recording.
which
Go back.
kind.
It's early. Can you go back to sleep, please? Okay. Okay, just go. So you're just gonna clean your ears and go back to sleep? Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Oh, don't worry about it. Just stay in your room for a bit. Can you not stall? I don't have much, like... Alright.
Do you think whoever cooked this made it as a...
Maybe.
Paimon can't quite huh? Our messy chef dropped a piece, but footprint aside, maybe...
Alright. So what I'm getting is, yes, they like food so far anyway. Okay, hold on. Let me just make some sticky honey roast real quick. Wish I know how to make it. Okay, we don't know how to make it. Alright.
It's very clean here. Paimon bets they were making it. Looks like we got a... And what do you know? The recipe is right here.
Spirit orb, where's the spirit orb? Oh my god, okay.
Water jet!
You know what? I'm gonna mark this place down on my map. I'm gonna come here with overleveled people here later. I really want to chat those chests. Forget I said anything. Oh yeah, I have to, that reminds me, there's something wrong with this picture. Oh, we have to fight these guys? That's so stupid. Alright.
Go!
Let me just re-teleport here. That'll get him off my back. This game isn't addictive at all. What are you talking about? It's not like I've spent 60 hours playing this game in the past 5-6 days.
Someone has definitely cooked here before. Looks like they didn't use all the ingredients. Let's see here. Hey, look over there. Yup, it's a doozy. Paimon's not surprised they had to write it all down.
Okay.
What would you call...
I'd call it food.
What would you call it?
Alright, let me just... Thank you. Adeptus Temptation. 5 stars. Dude, what is this? What are those stat buffs? Okay, I'll do this. Jade parcels. Perfect. Okay, I don't even... Okay. No comment. I don't know how to make any of those things. I don't even know if I have the stuff to make them.
What would you call...
Oh, I was right. Okay. Let's go. We did it. Teleport waypoint unlocked. It's kind of random. So there's no perks to doing this, to just do it. Okay.
One senses the presence of a sigil of permission. One knows not why you have come, though the sincerity of your offering is clear. Hence, you shall be granted an opportunity. Find your way through mine abode, and you shall receive an audience with the Adeptus whom you seek.
You're toast!
Yeah. Yeah.
Look! That platform is moving! So that's what this button is for!
Interesting. It's a puzzle. It's a large puzzle. Not a hard puzzle, but a large one.
Go. Yeah. Yeah.
Race you!
What am I doing? There wouldn't be any reason to. Oh.
There's no way for you to get up there. There's a wind current when you need one.
Okay, so this is a dead end. Okay. I think there is a way for me to get up there. Paimon. Be a little more. Think a little more, bruh. And of course I used the wrong direction, but whatever. We'll just use it twice now. It's a lot of money.
Leave it all to me. Nice and spicy. Paimon thinks that you're doing this all wrong. Try activating the mechanisms again, but pay more attention this
Alright,
time.
we're gonna have to use someone else for this. Cancel. What's the party menu again? You can't? You can't? Oh my god.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Okay, let's get you away from here. Amazing player, you know, for solving such a simple puzzle. I'm just like a I'm top tier player, bro. Elite gamer right here.
One is
Hiya.
most impressed. The path that leads through this abode defies those of ordinary abilities. The one before you
If I just
is
used
the
Venti, I
Adeptus
probably would have been here
Cloud
already.
Now speak of the matter which brings you here. You surmise correctly. This place did once. In fact, even Gui Zhang and Rex Lapis themselves.
This place is huge. And there are so... What's it even for? Did you... It's just like the story...
One is simply not partial to the tedium of social interaction. Find it one did. Shortly after which, you arrived bearing your sigil. But enough. State the matter which brings you here at once. You have disturbed...
It's crazy.
Rex Lapis. How can this be? Such a heinous crime. Who would dare? The notion is so preposterous as to be unbelievable. Perhaps one shall quash Liyue first, then convene with the other.
Wait, what? Did you just say squash?
Only a response of sufficient magnitude can negate the possibility of further incidents. It is as you say. We have protected Liyue Harbor under the leadership of Rex Lapis for 37 centuries.
Yikes! Quick, you gotta think of something. She wants to squash Liyue flat. Exactly what Paimon was gonna say. We made all that delicious food. We were hoping you might... Or at least let's, you know, discuss it first.
Contract? A cruel irony that you should appeal to the notion. After the merciless murder of the god of contracts himself, the people of Liyue seem quite content to dispense with the... Nevertheless, since you come here in the name of contracts, least of all when you come bearing a sigil of permission, Rex lacked most of the sigil's power has long since. This keepsake cannot be taken as proof of your trustworthiness. One must investigate the claim. This, no doubt, is Moon. Your audience with the Adeptus before you is now concluded. Leave at once.
Wow. What a meanie. She's an owl. I don't like her.
Oh, this seems to and karsts. This place seems basic. Are we really gonna find an Adeptus here?
I think we're just gonna hang out here, actually.
Oh, he's not here?
To the blind, everything may not be as it
Who are you?
appears.
I feel like I feel like I've seen you somewhere.
A sigil of permission? Though this only prevents me from hurting you myself. Doesn't stop. Too much contact with our world is breaking their mortal souls are not as robust as those of Adepti, nor can your blood carry. It's for your own good. Leave. Now.
But I'm not from this world.
Wait a sec, we came here to... Paimon's peeved. Paimon wants to give him an ugly nickname. But if you tick off an Adeptus, the only thing you'll probably ever find in treasure chests is cabbages. Guess we should go ask the boss lady of the inn about
Okay.
Let's take a look. Paimon reckons he'll be on the balcony.
Oh,
Doubt
that's
we're
his
gonna
name.
find him
Okay,
in
I
the
feel like
kitchen.
I feel like that's what I've seen that definitely someplace.
Oh, you've already met Xiao.
Yep.
Not bad. Not often he's in a good enough mood to agree to see.
That's his good mood?
Oh yes, the Adepti are very hard to come by. Many people go their whole lives when the Geo Archon built Liyue. But most of them
About
only know
that.
how to. So for many millennia, it has instead been humans who.
You really know a lot, huh?
It's not. Anyway, seeing as you have the favor of the Adepti, things should be a lot. Well, if you want to know my opinion, if you keep Xiao in a good mood, things should be okay.
Things should
Good
be okay.
mood? Can't really imagine what a good mood looks like for that vigilant yaksha.
We'll come to think of it. How about this? You go see the chef for a bowl of almond tofu is one of the
Up to us, eh? What do you think you're the best at cooking? Wow! Never. But if we're gonna be cooking for an Adeptus, perhaps it.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to.
No comment. Why are you speaking in hashtag @ exclamation point? It's haunted.
What?
Okay, so he's useless now. Forget it. Let's just go.
Scared of
You don't seem that afraid of ghosts.
gods and ghosts. I've seen it all before.
Come to think of it, others don't seem to know there's an.
You two. Again.
Okay, here's something to put you in a good mood, buddy.
Disappearing again.
What's this?
It's your favorite. Almond, quick, tell him everything before.
Oh my god.
Rex Lapis. How could this be?
Well, somebody just like put a gun to their head, I guess.
Burn on their. I have my reasons to not want to be tainted by the mortal realm, but our god is the god of contract.
Wait, Paimon. That dusky mean.
When conquering demons, on occasion, you can come across spirits who have never hurt anyone, yet are also not yet able to be moved on.
Oh boy.
So I asked the innkeeper and the boss if they.
So really, what?
All right. All right. How Tai Chill Day.
You finally returned.
Child.
How was your journey to Jueyun Karst?
Long, annoying,
I see.
but content nonetheless.
Huh. Moon Carver, Mountain Shaper, Cloud Retainer, Conqueror of Demons. Some of these names have never come up in the intel the Fatui gets hold of. As a returning gift, regarding the Archon's passing, the Liyue Qixing's response really has given me food for They've announced that, as the true killer has not yet been found, they are not allowing anyone to pay their respects to the Exuvia. They've even gone so far as to try and cut off information. But with the right of dissension and all, even the Qixing isn't able to keep a lid on things.
Exuvia?
It's common knowledge in Liyue that Rex Lapis is also an Adeptus. The Geo-Archon is also the god of contracts, and is also known as the The mighty and illuminated Adepti of today all signed contracts.
Guess that explains why they're all so focused.
Naturally. Okay. They both have the responsibility and the... If the ruling Qixing became unable to perform their duty properly, the Adepti have the right to take corrective action. The Geo-Archon's spirit has risen, so why would the Qixing hide his vessel? Truly suspicious.
Oh, right! If the Liyue Qixing has locked up Exuvia and won't let anyone near... Then our quest to find the Seven is already over.
Oh? You're trying to find the Seven? And just why might that be, pray tell?
No comment.
Nice answer.
No comment.
A knight that gets duped by the Fatui would really be no knight at all now, would they?
For real. So you're
But I can help you with that too, you know.
You're trying to trick me, buddy. I don't trust the Fatui.
Give me some time. Time to someone who can help you break through this stalemate.
Who exactly? Answer me that. Hold up, just give me a second. Sorry, my Pokemon cards are all over my desk for some reason.
Truly fascinating. If you want to be around to see it all come crashing down, best you stay alive until we next.
Yep. Alright, see ya. Oh, we beat it! So I guess means this episode is over.
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui. You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a will as solid as the permafrost.
Okay, I don't care.
But back to the matter at hand.
What agreement?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers do not break their
Where is that guy?
Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
Oh, Paimon knows this. There are two styles of the flagship restaurant of the Lee style is the Lioli Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face to face with the Shinyo Kiosk, which is the flagship restaurant of the US style.
The frick?
Don't talk to Paimon like that. Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving.
No comment. Okay. Paimon is more hungry than me, and I'm a teenager.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liyue Qixing would hide the Geo-Archon's vessel.
So, where is
he? He certainly is. I took the liberty of setting up a business day.
Okay. I just want to unlock the freaking other continent so I could do all that.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Oh no. I see him too much online. I see this man much too... This is, man, way too much online.
Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhongli, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui. Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive, and we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Dude, we're coming here to, wait a minute, I just realized, did they kill him? Did the Fatui kill him? Did the Fatui kill the guy, the god? Yeah, the god.
Walk in the
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
discretion.
Indeed. It is... The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer?
Yes.
The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case...
Because I can...
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first,
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend.
He sounds like a narrator for, like, a show or something. Or, like, the Bible app. Yeah.
The times have changed. You must have
Wait,
felt
what was
it too
the
when
lighting
you were
artist
at
talking
Jueun
about?
Karst.
The frick?
Archons go by many names. The god... As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind. In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no...
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been...
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive... Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animal Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo-Archon's last rites?
Chill, this says too much.
A wise decision. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the seven.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again. If we are agreed, come with me.
Oh, here,
My
wait.
bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it?
Yeah, I have a lot of... Okay. I mean, I guess. I still don't like you. Doesn't change anything.
You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me.
Oh, it must have turned from, like, night to day or something. I have a lot of videos to edit. I might do that all tomorrow. Too much Genshin Impact content.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, Traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue?
I prefer the atmosphere of Mondstadt. Liyue is the better place, but I prefer the people in Mondstadt.
Indeed. The weight of 3,000 organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations. Defended by Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's connection.
Huh. What would Child get out of us?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish... These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any sub.
Wow!
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations.
Not to the... Oh, wait, Jade? What? Wait, no, wait. No, we're not going to... No. Oh, thank God. I thought we were going to freaking... I thought we were going to Chenyu Vale. Oh, no. That's PTSD right there. Give.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friend. It's cheap and it's fun.
Betting? No.
Noctilucous Jade, of Radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucous Jade? I see. You're not... What do you think? The Jade Mystery?
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Oh? You want me to If it were me, the answer would be...
Oh?
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of order.
Oh, wait, boss. Now...
It's okay. We'll take them all, I guess.
Hey, if we only need 1 for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the Mora if we buy them all?
Actually, it's 2 times the
Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular...
Huh? How do you not think of...
If one must always consider Mora before acting. All Mora is currency. But...
What?
He sounds like he's loaded.
So loaded that he doesn't even bother, huh?
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations.
I had this tier list I made of every Genshin character as a joke, right? And this guy is going to S. I'm sorry, this guy's going to S.
Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous Jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous Jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or that your heat can...
Whoa! To think it's...
But there is a way to truly evaluate this. A fool sees the pointer.
What is that?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous Jade is a mystical stone used to light up the... Noctilucous Jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high... I have imparted the priceless secrets
You
of
are...
the Jade
There's too much dialogue.
Huh? Hyman's just said that we might not...
Too much dialogue coming out of your mouth.
We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? That would... Well, how about this? I can take a small sample of all 3. I'll take...
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove...
All right. Take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thick? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker.
Stingy?
But wouldn't something this thin...
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive them...
What sort of condition...
While we add the high temperatures using pyro.
Oh!
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out.
Yeah!
You mean at One Mean Restaurant?
That would not do. It is a place where people come and go. They would be endangered if the elemental reaction were to get out of control. We cannot take such a risk.
Oh, Paimon remembers. Now, let's
Oh,
pack
that? Okay. Why are we going back to Mondstadt? Like, I was here I was here yesterday, but still, why are we going back to Mondstadt?
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
That's the pot! It looks like the Hilichurls are still using it. It's a bit impolite, but we gotta cut the line.
Scatter!
There's still soup in here. These Hilichurls sure have big appetites.
Shit, it's
This
like on a
soup looks
waste.
like it could be used as our hydro. We're ready to go. Use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shiny.
I don't have pyro energy, buddy. Oh. Oh yeah, story quests are nice. It's not like I could do. Why do you have them? Why do you have story quests? Okay.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Exactly. That's the one.
No problem. If you have your eye on this one.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm...
I suppose...
Parting? Oh, dear. Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, we have always... It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito... Alas...
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give...
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it...
I'm sure Rex Lapis will...
In the safe hands of the Liyue Qixing and good, honest merchants such as yourself, I, for one,
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all...
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctilucus...
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could...
Oh, right. I'm sorry. As I thought.
Any what?
Mora, my apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. That's a relief. Have a look, boss. Is it enough?
I'm a millionaire, bro. I'm a billionaire.
Just enough for half price. Though, to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sub...
Well, it's settled then.
I'm a billionaire,
You
bro.
bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single Mora.
It seems that we must. I will keep that in mind. Thanks, both of you.
Okay. This place is just too nice. I actually made this like part of Liyue my wallpaper. I'm not addicted to this game at all. Come on, I can't jump off the walls. It's kind of dumb.
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewels...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also...
Yes. I have already rented this location, and have begun making preparations for the rite. The Liu Qixing have agreed...
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like... Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those pesky Millilith soldiers have... Also, the...
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli.
Okay.
So, was this Exuvia hidden away by the Qixing? I mean, we haven't even figured out who the murderer is.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace. Before the rite is conducted,
Golden Axe.
the only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Teyvat. All the mora that flows throughout the world is minted there.
So we could just raid it. Understood. What? The facial expression. This is gonna be a fun video to edit.
Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits Morak. But why do you know?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some... Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation once in a while is not in Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns. Only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used.
Perfumes?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be... Silk flower petals contain...
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high...
Me, Spirited Away vibes, and I love it.
Hey, boss. Do you sell...
Silk flowers?
Which kind?
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers.
Golden House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning.
My goodness, you two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute.
Buddy, we killed a dragon, bro. We killed a dragon, man. That's what I get for calling Paimon emergency food.
Now then, please peruse at your leisure. Do let me know if you have any further thoughts.
Silk flowers exhibit different... Just look at the abundant foliage here. By contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Morphologically, it is distinguished by the profusion of petals and densely packed stamens, though its powerful scent gives it away just as easily.
Understood, understood.
Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its silk flowers have all but disappeared from the...
Wow! A truth!
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My travel...
The frick?
To watch. They are on track to set foot in every corner of the world.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So, which silk flower did you want anyway?
I'll take them all.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melodious voice. The same logic applies, but this silk flower purchase is not an analogous case. Perhaps you don't know, like several other tedious and complicated traditions, but this...
Why does it keep cutting out?
The only right of... Now that's settled. A question.
Don't crash on me, Genshin.
Do you have any Mora on you?
hate you.
You forgot to bring money again? Zong.
If I may interject, did...
Yes.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? It would be bad luck, since these flowers will be used...
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? If he hadn't written those poems...
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameo
Thank you, boss.
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money.
Please, it's...
Funny.
So, now that we've got the flower...
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances...
Talk about first world...
Hence, I need you to help by
We use
asking around
Emily,
in the city.
the
Try
most
common folk,
annoying character,
especially women.
thus far in the game.
So this time we get to go around town?
I will wait for you near the statue of the Seven.
Excuse me? Paimon likes this job is crazy. Ooh.
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice-smelling ladies to talk to? Paimon likes this job.
Paimon's a creep.
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan.
Where's Long? Oh, this. Oh my god. Of course, it's the one teleportation point I don't have. Alright. We have to do a quest and a quest before we can do anything else. That's just amazing. Anyway, now that we're done doing those quests, we can now finally do this stupid thing. Thank you, Lan.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's...
Do I look like the kind of girl who wears perfume to you?
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So...
Now that you mention it. Oh, it must be from the Genshin flower.
Aha! The truth is out.
No, they were from a distant... Anyway, this is a pointless conversation.
The fortune teller, right? Thanks, Lan.
Paimon's insane. She literally just said, yay, we get to go looking around for nice-smelling women. Like, dude, that's kind of creepy. I'm gonna be honest.
Hello. How may I help?
We've come to ask you a question.
Perfume? That said, some of the cosmetics I use are... Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague. Because Celestia forbid those...
That's the worst thing, Paimon.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Yingar's home?
Yingar?
Yes, that's her.
Great! This is just the end...
Okay, let's go there. Hopefully it doesn't lead to another long thing.
Well, hello. You...
What?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me.
Snooping around?
What can I say?
Well,
People love
to be fair,
talk.
to
Maybe
be
you
fair,
have to be more
Paimon, you
discreet
are
in the
going
future
around
if
looking
you
for
don't want word to
women
get
that
around.
smell nice. I'm never going to let you live that
Relax.
down.
I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? 3 in one go? You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity, that doesn't explain why you...
Zhongli was right. People don't...
As one of my favorite poems goes.
That went over Paimon's head.
In short, So, where is a good place for making sweets?
How about
you
the
mean
kitchen?
Wanmin restaurant?
Yo, we get to see Xianling. Wait, I just realized. We have her right here. Yo, let's go burn down a restaurant, bro. Yo, what's up? What's good? You better be working, bro. 'Cause I'm gonna kill you.
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
I've had a word with Chef Ma. Are you ready to?
What it?
I meant make me proud as my assistant, obviously. Are you ready to please me?
What did she say?
Well, I'm setting up. You.
Okay. Fetch water.
Have you fetched the? Have a look behind what?
Okay. What's good, bro? What's good? You better be working, bro.
Nice and spicy.
This water will do nicely. Now, I need you to. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. You need to keep your wrist. Now, use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out. Ooh, you're a natural, like a fish to water.
We're cutting that out. We're cutting that out. Okay. We're cutting that out. We're cutting that out. Okay.
Now take these and try it out on your own using a nearby craft. Don't forget to do all.
Hold up, I'll be right back.
Should I save this money or invest it?
Oh, I think I may have tried something new at the Wanmin restaurant. Let me tell you how.
I can't decide whether hero slime tastes better with salt and pepper or
God.
birds.
Wow, this is some exquisite silk flower essence. The essence is placed into water. You must take care to control the heat during this process. If the temp, so please focus on. Don't waste a drop of the.
What?
All three perfumes are ready. A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays.
I was thinking you the whole
Well,
town.
you actually remembered my throwaway comment. You know, you're cuter than people give you credit for. If I didn't have my guard up, I can see how easily one could be taken in.
Thanks?
Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview?
Well,
of
considering
each
we've already
scent?
done 2 dating
It
sims
might
in this
just
game.
help you match the right scent to the right occasion.
Paimon wants to hear.
This first one, the second one is for those. Finally, the third one has a soft but all clear. Don't get them mixed good. Be sure to. I'll leave you with some part. One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously. Come.
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhongli's probably been waiting a while.
Whoa. Sup, dude?
We brought the perfume. Did we take too long?
Oh, compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue.
Well, how can a person...
That is true.
3 sets.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger, this is the second kind. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance.
And it's a favorite of mature.
Something like the dusk mist, and it's a favorite of mature ladies.
Why is Paimon like the best character in this game? Like Paimon is literally the best character in this game. No, there's no like bar none. That's the word I was looking for.
What was that? That's the one older. Does that mean that Rex?
Rex Lapis has taken on countless.
What a shame.
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our purpose.
Next, I would like the two of you to help.
Cleansing.
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell. She lives.
Sure, but.
I have.
Man, what?
I don't trust you. That smells divine. That was a okay. Dang! I've only done like so many Archon quests in this game. I haven't even. Alright.
He saw me gazing at it, but he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell, it has been many years, and who knows how many times someone has come to. Still, though, I can't recall when it started. Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait that long.
I'm a Knights of...
All right, children, there is no need to worry.
Do you live?
Granny is crazy.
Whoa, but this is Eugene Terrace.
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city.
Huh?
See this ceramic teapot?
Oh wait!
My entire household is in here.
That's something we need.
How does that work?
It's good.
What? There's no way Paimon would fit.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is...
That's the thing. Look, this is the thing. Look, wait. The thing. A new star approaches. We have entered a teapot. We're in a domain expansion, of course.
Just happened.
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Race you! Boba, get them!
Propagate!
Oh wait, no, this isn't the teapot to call home thing? Alright, whatever. It's fine. I very like this so far. I like this a lot so far. This is so far my favorite quest.
Do you think this old granny could also be an Adeptus?
That's probably it. In fact,
More and more convinced that she's an Adeptus.
yeah, that sounds about
All
right.
live in Chilian Karst? Why would she stay in the city?
She lives in a domain expansion, so she's probably an Adeptus. Yo, what the?
Barbados, guide us.
Oh my god. Chest.
Wind, hear me.
Imagine the granny's the murderer.
Nice and spike.
You're dead. Come on. Yep. Good. Oh, come on.
Spring forth. Help! We did a eat this. Boba, get them.
Scatter! Yeah.
How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least
Foreshadowing.
we can camp outside.
Foreshadowing. But what if the teapot got broken? Paimon would have to carry the teapot around. Oh my god. It's hilarious. Okay, cleansing bell.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Now, let me see. All right, that'll do. Come on out now, children.
Not gonna lie. Grandma's a W. This grandma is a W.
Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick.
Are you an Adeptus?
Oh, as to whether I am one or not, child.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean. Don't you think it's weird? Something's just...
Oh, don't be silly. Leo Harp, but no matter what, we have always to cry, Cat, now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine is finally... So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell? Oh? Well, if it came... We haven't met in a while anyway. Well, you must have things to do, since you have... Oh, and do take it. If they have time, they can come over for tea.
We will.
It's the Adeptus. It's an Adeptus. It has to be. It can't be anything else. It must be an Adeptus. When I think about it, can I just squish several episodes to long play?
Indeed. This is the cleansing bell. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. An Adeptus.
That's suspicious. But oh, yes, that'll... If you have the...
That tone does not suit you. Still, when a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea.
So what's the next step in our...
Next, we need to purchase...
Ooh, Paimon loves kites!
No. Kites are children's... I will explain it to you. But our next course of action should...
Oh!
Dude, how long is this quest gonna be? This is gonna be like an hour long. Like, another hour of me just playing Genshin Impact. I could probably record all day though, so... If I have the chance to record all day, I will. I will take that chance, record more Genshin Impact, and then record probably like... Not Paper Mario, probably Tunic or something. Tunic? Maybe more Genshin, because I'm addicted.
Ah, sir, you're here. The 7 kites you asked for have been made to order. Would you like to take them now?
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
He actually paid?
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite nowadays. In the early days,
Well, this is Mr. Zhongli. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him.
Fashion, economics, Julian, jade pottery, tea, perfumes, flora, and fauna. Yes.
He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well.
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with you.
Children's toys are very fun things, that's for sure. Finely crafted toys are well loved. I have made kites in Liyue for 40 years, and I am
Indeed. These are decorations you...
I took the liberty of coloring outside the lines when doing the... As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one must follow the contract given right down to the last letter. These...
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before.
Paimon, stop talking.
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality and eternity so dear to these markings of tree and leaf. Pay due honor, justice flows across the surface. Well then, Granny Shan, I shall take these back with me. As for the payment...
allow me.
Oh, of course. Your name isn't Child.
It's Child.
Your name isn't Child. I learned it yesterday while looking at Traveler builds. Your name isn't Child, but I forget what it is. You ambushed us.
No way. I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When getting others to pay for him, he neither looks at the price tag nor his wallet.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a broke guy. He's a broke boy. He has no money. He's broke. He's broker than me.
He knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something that could or perhaps you could say that he cannot imagine himself lacking money.
How has he not died?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since we've purchased our kites without incident, there's no need to take a break before the rite of parting requires helping hands as well.
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining.
Understood.
Seems I missed out on some interesting information.
I knew it.
I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
I knew it. He's evil. I don't trust Child. This is gonna be a long YouTube video.
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve member of the Adventurers Guild. I take adventuring commission, but I don't do anything clerical.
Adventure? Venturing into the mountains to capture a few crystal flies.
That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer.
A most fair price.
A pleasure doing business with you.
Oh, we're bargaining?
With this chinks and flour, I should be able to...
You know what? He's good. He's good to me. This guy sucks. I hate child.
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep. A favor for the Fatui should never go unrewarded.
Understood.
You think you can buy us off with some loose change? No way!
Well, how does this sound? You give me...
What info do you need?
No.
Yikes! You're right!
You know what happened?
You both need to calm down. Just what is this about? The atmosphere...
Yeah, I don't trust
Next, we
Signora.
need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to...
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that now if you'll excuse me.
Paimon should shut up, cause you're...
I definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now.
He wasn't. Trust me. Trust me and don't trust him. $30 Primo Gems. What? You know what? I might just do quests all day. Archon quests. We might just go like speed through the story.
Hello. Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Oh, it's Chi-Chi. Yo.
Did you hear that?
The reception, it seems.
It's Chi-Chi. It's Chi-Chi.
What's happening?
Yo, what's up? The frick are these sound effects?
Oh, there you are. But you can't even reach the counter.
Paimon, if we're gonna talk about height,
Joke's on you. Anyway, there's something weird about this. It can't be.
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy. I am Chi-Chi. Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then, Chi-Chi was saved by the Adepti. Now, Chi-Chi is a zombie.
that doesn't horrify me at all.
Something like this would be...
Hello.
Excuse me, sir.
I... Surely no prescription.
Chi-Chi can get your medicine, but only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription.
These are Chi-Chi's orders from...
Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow in this case, the zombie issues her own... My dear Chi-Chi, we didn't bring a prescription.
Okay then.
How did you manage that?
But Chi-Chi...
Since when do customers need to do favors for...
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer...
Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a cocoa goat. Please and thank you.
It's a kind of crossbow turret, installed on Mount Tianheng by an adeptus in the distant past. Located in Tianheng Pass, it was designed...
Dude, how long is this chapter of the game? I've been playing for 35 minutes, and we're still not done.
quite.
And this is the second session of
Cocoa
this.
goat is a legendary animal, an adeptabeast.
Did you want to add any...
No, just that the cocoa... What it looks like. Don't know. Where to find it? Don't know either. Where it came
Her
from?
animation is so weird.
Also don't know.
Very well then. Let's...
Don't know why. Alright, hello.
Forgive us. We were unable to...
What a disappointment.
Aw, poor Chi-Chi. Why does Paimon feel so...
Cocoa goat milk is tasty. So tasty. I'm sorry. I have a... Ah, here. This is the name.
Coconut milk.
milk.
I owe you both an apology. I hastily agreed to what appeared to be an equitable...
Never mind, Zhongli. You didn't know, as the...
Excuse me, everyone. Did...
Oh. Sorry, but Paimon's gonna leave the job of shattering this poor kiddo's world to you.
No.
Seems Chi-Chi took this pretty hard.
Someone learnt a valuable life lesson today, then. Thank you all for looking after me.
Who are you? Who are you? I want to shoot you already. I already hate you.
Might I ask who...
You're annoying.
Ah, how rude of me.
Paimon thought Chi-Chi was the boss. What a sorry state of affairs. This little mascot is even more of a simpleton than Chi-Chi.
Nothing in Liyue surprises me anymore.
But faced with strangers, I must speak, lest you mistake me for an escapee from the medicine cabinet. For
Don't mind Chung.
Do you sell everlasting
insect?
alas,
3 million more. Quality. Guaranteed.
3 million?
you might as well just rob the Golden House. Oh, but the Cheesing have taken it over for now. Secure.
3 million.
It's a crazy number. We'd never be able to.
I already have,
This is
like,
correct.
no shame.
What are we gonna do?
I'll pay.
Cocoa goat. Cocoa goat. My sides.
Hey, let's
I'm almost in tears over here. Thank you. That was the best. Excuse me, sir. Dr. Baiju, isn't it? If Boo Boo Pharmacy needed a stable supply of, say, coconut milk, the Fatui could help by
Strange. I knew the Fatui infiltrated businesses with seductive deals, but
coconut milk.
Ah, yes, of course, Chi-Chi. Anything you want. Thank you.
10,000 off.
2 mil... Well, now that this is settled, we must head back to Yujing Terrace. Mr. Child, Dr. Baiju, little Miss Chi-Chi, see you soon.
That lot is an absolute riot. So, you've been eavesdropping.
Yes,
I knew
Master
it.
Child. They spoke.
Well, well, well. Ningguang and her Qixing, I apologize, but I warned you, didn't I?
Oh, I'm gonna shoot you, don't worry. I will kill you. Oh, I don't like you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you as soon as possible. Oh yes. Yeah, I haven't liked you from the start, and I still don't. You're gonna die. I'll make sure of it. Oh, I don't like you at all. A new child couldn't be trusted. He's a Fatui. We have to murder all of them.
Here, the owner does not take such unorthodox orders as I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for you, if that can.
If it is to your liking, dear customer.
Hey, there's even a
Besides fine wine, the excellent ambiance is the reason why this. But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one the Tevat travel guide uses to judge other establishments.
As you all know, what does it mean to have?
I don't care.
The weather is clear. Behold, the glory.
Oh! Oh!
They say that when Lady
Oh,
Ningguang
come on.
ponders important
Oh, look, it's the card.
She retreats to her jade chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow.
That annoying person that I could put on my party at any time.
3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information. Piece by piece, facts and figures paint a picture on the walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a
So she's
sudden
evil.
swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyue, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it.
Huh.
At last I have found.
Who's there?
Wait, I am not with the Millilith. However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Chief.
You?
My name is Ganyu, secretary at the Yua High Pavilion, and I have come specifically to meet you.
Okay, whatever.
Well, in concrete terms, I am the
Ningguang sent you?
My apologies, you who have returned from Jiayun Karst. But I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She invites you to her
An official invitation?
Lady Ningguang said that invite him to I wish to meet at the Jade Chamber.
Oh, we finished it?
And with that, the emissary, what we've received, will be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count.
And then you'd best be on your way now.
Don't worry,
I mean, I could. I'll do this later. I'm not doing this right now.
something to do with it. Yes, this month. Like we've gotten close to the... Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber? No. Oh, that's... Now that you mention it, we could...
Is this an answer from this world?
Let me just get that chest, not the chest, the waypoint.
Lady Kuching, these two strange.
Who are you calling strange?
Hmm? You want to go to the Jade Chamber?
Oh, this person.
Who are...
We're invited guests, here to look for the...
Well, as it happened...
Oh!
I'm Kuching. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guest.
Wow. Paimon didn't...
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair. These Millilith are just here to guard the scene.
So, this was all a misunderstanding?
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an adept...
that was... Eh? Oh, right. So, Lady Yuheng, might you have any idea what...
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Leo...
When you say protect, you're referring to their sink...
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit... I'll say it like it is.
Well, you've got a point. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen...
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism... Either way, I will admit that the Rex Lapis's death is indeed how surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. But I doubt we can do that here. The time of the Adepti... I'll stop here. Honestly, you should both be off to the Jade Chamber. The cream of Liyue's
Favor? But... Wait, that's right. Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue...
Alright. You can decide on your greeting gift yourself. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Well then, may we meet again, traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person. So, what should we give to Ning... Oh, right! Paimon has a feeling that it would... Why don't we go with that for a gift? With a certain boom! Let's go gather ingredients! Time waits for no one!
We're speedrunning this. Oh, I just want to play the game.
Yes. How many?
It's not convenient to speak.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber.
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng.
Oh, so we used the wrong code. That's funny. Okay. I know you. I have you.
I've been waiting for you.
It's Ning. Since this is our first meet.
Oh, for me. This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since at first, it was but the size of one day, I believe it will overshadow all. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade. As such, I have been putting up.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when.
Wait!
Just Virgil. Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours.
Well, we're never going back there. Okay, Paimon.
At the Gui. I fear that peeking would have. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason I invited you here was.
Throws her off the
I
thing and
believe
then
that you've
flies
heard
away.
of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished. You can see Goryun's stone forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days. Not only is it true that gods
The
may
chasm?
die, but so too has the
Hmm?
membership of the
Is
Seven
that how I get the
changed over
chasm?
the last 2 months. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Even in a new era, the Liyue...
Oh, I just not read that. Why had the Exubia on?
That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden, but our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If hiding the Exuvia was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back.
Who's this enemy?
The Fatui.
What do you think, traveler?
Huh? What?
Well answered.
Huh?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the way...
It's what's his name? This guy, Tartaglia. What the frick is that name?
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first.
Ooh, isn't this that legend?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have... But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? You're rather special, really, and I think you're quite aware of that. If possible, I'd like to have you... But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person...
What the frick? It's better.
You'd pick Kuching? I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed.
Oh, we didn't have a choice? Okay.
With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra mess, but after she said those words, the time, well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, indeed, it seems that you understood what I meant. I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation. And with Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the
Too many big
one
words.
responsible for
Sorry.
Liyue, I cannot be too concerned with appearances when opposing them. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for their rite, so they could use... wait, that's right. Speaking of ends...
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little...
Seriously, Paimon, seriously.
It's all right.
Seriously,
I
Paimon.
like direct people.
But Paimon is just a bit dumb. She's hilarious, but like,
Well,
bro.
we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently.
Yay! Paimon was... one of the sheets on that wall.
What?
Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices, even if it's only... Just imagine. How much more...
Oh my god.
Let's grab one. The biggest one.
Okay. What the? Around here? Oh, this is the chasm? Oh god. Okay. That's...
Huh? Well, that an easy search. The big la 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 la. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, sigil of permission, something, something, Fatu. Aw, that doesn't sound. This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered traces of Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. But research on the sigil of permission? Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the sigil of permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out. Oh. Well, should we not go there?
No, I mean, if it's in the chasm, if it leads us to getting the chasm, I don't really care.
Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says for ourselves.
Exactly.
That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway,
Paimon thinks Child has been nothing but good to us.
Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no.
Yo, new level. Okay. I just want to do this so I could get upgrades. Dude.
That seemed to work.
Go as planned.
Use this first. That seemed to work. Use this first. That seemed to work.
Dude.
Use this first.
Now I got stomach cramps.
That seemed to work. Use this first.
Race you!
Things are going a little too smoothly today.
Hey, shh. Penelope.
Have a load of this.
Okay, so if we go up here, are we gonna find something? Like, dude.
Let's
Oh,
move.
okay.
was well done.
Take it easy. Gotcha.
You need to hurry up. Roast and fry.
Winging it wasn't the best idea.
You need
Quietly
to
now.
An unfortunate fault.
Here comes the catch. Wind, hear me.
Nice and spot.
Propagate! Germinate!
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Propagate! Scatter!
Thank you.
There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper, too. Paimon's seen this pattern before.
GG.
Oh, Paimon knows. It looks
Oh, wait,
just
no.
like the sigil of permission that... But how did a relic of the adept die and... Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the sigil of permission, talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers.
Oh.
Maybe the Fatui are copying the sigil of being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew, that sounds pretty dangerous. And the plot thickens. Alright, that's the last stop on our rite of parting preparation. Let's go! Paimon hates being late.
So we could finally finish this quest, maybe? Hopefully.
Right on time. Did you enjoy your visit to the...
It was so big and pretty.
Indeed. It's second to none. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust?
She's super rich and so generous. Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more...
Oh. So you also met with Kuching then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed.
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Kuching, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart. Though they are both members of the although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that.
Yeah, I'm scared of her.
It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most...
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have...
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise... No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the...
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Diwa Marsh?
I don't know.
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today...
Glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that...
No. Those lilies have... Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze before the Archon. Of course, There are
Just
wild
give me
blaze
those.
lilies,
Give me
but
that.
I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. That's...
So how good is your really?
We'll only know once he's...
Oh my god.
It's time to sing. Whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
I'm gonna take off my headset next time.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Leo?
Propagate!
You're toast! Who is one? Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit.
This little monster is no... The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly...
Well, that's nice and all.
Unfortunately...
That's so lit.
Excuse me.
Oh, hello.
Are you searching for glaze?
Oh, hey! It's... What's her face?
Greetings, Yango.
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised. Ah, that reminds me. How?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up.
Didn't I tell you the way?
Nope. We found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really...
Huh. Something's... She's acting different from the first time we met.
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not...
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I...
Oh, so...
No, it's quite alright. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the... Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7.
And he's on the border of dying because he's such an idiot.
The other
He's gonna
5,
drink himself to
including
death.
Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago.
Raiden Shogun. Nah, I'm not pronouncing it like that.
Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old. Whereas Rex Lapis, this means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first...
So what do you think of this?
Huh? This... As a mortal, I've never... But as an Adeptus, I think I will
Oh, you're an
eventually come to grips
Adeptus?
with reality.
Huh? Did you...
Yes, I am... After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day. Well, let's save that I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here.
We daren't.
Oh, so did you sing a song?
Indeed, I did.
Wow, so you really know your...
No, it is you who I should be. If you would excuse me.
And that just about does it. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our...
Yeah, Paimon can already...
Dude, I just
I've
want
had
to
enough
do
venture. Beginning a new undertaking is... So you must be careful to take the
Wow. See? Alright, I think it's about...
heck?
Ah, you're the consultant to Wong. The Millilith are watching our every move now.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on.
Do they intend to execute?
Most likely. However, both sides were quite obstinate.
It seems inevitable, given...
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort...
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the land.
And what now? How is it that the...
That's all Ning. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions...
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Neither path is...
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught up in...
Things are taking a turn for the... I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng funeral parlor. Consider your next course of action carefully, traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be...
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by...
Child.
looking for the fuse?
That ginger guy, you know, Mr. More Money Than Sense.
Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city, he must be waiting for the moment when no one is... Well, where could we find him? Where would he go at a time like this?
Jade Palace, the place where the thing, where the god died. Confusion. Jade Palace, but it's ground version. Let's do this.
Wow! It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would... This is where all of Teyvat's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice. Oh, so it's a trap! But even if we can't take it, or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora... Oh, right! It's quiet. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Quick! We have to go make...
Oh, God. Is this a boss fight? Oh, let's go. It's a boss fight. No, it's a boss fight. Oh, I've been waiting.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here?
Huh? Who's there?
Child.
If you were Fatui, I
Whatever
imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia?
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, she will get that which she desires.
Oh, wait. Is one of the Harbingers, what's her face? Okay, whatever.
I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do. The time for discussion and either way. We now... The battle.
Battle? So you...
When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice when she faces a worthy opponent. But as for me...
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever...
Oh, So you... Besides, you could
Just-
never defeat me. Fighting talk, I love...
Please stop with the dialogue. God.
This chance is hard to come by.
Yeah, aren't you a playable
So show me
character on
all
top
you've
of all
got.
this?
So very
Whoa,
few ever
whoa,
get the
whoa,
chance
whoa,
to
whoa.
square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare
Oh, he's
disappoint.
water type. We can't use.
Passable effort.
Scatter!
Propagate! Spring forth! Try this. You've made some progress.
Oh, some. You're almost dead.
Poor timing.
Barely a scratch. Barbados.
So quick to believe. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. You've got a trigger. Good. No wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out.
Oh, now he's
Brace
gone.
yourself. This is
Another
about to get
phase.
tough.
Wait,
Now,
does that mean he's a different
show me what you
type?
can do against the might of a Harbinger.
Yes! We could actually use...
All you do is run.
Scatter!
Way too easy.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely using.
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia.
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected.
No.
Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now. I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
This is going to cost you!
God. This is insane. I have no words, but like... You're probably weak, to be honest. It doesn't seem like you're that much of a challenge. Yeah, you're only level 15.
Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now! Don't make me take it from you.
We didn't take it.
I don't care. We're just gonna kill him.
Nice and
Propagate!
I swear by my sword. Booba, get them.
Scatter!
And some you lose.
Look!
It seems the burden of the foul legacy and now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any. You had no connection to the Gnosis.
That's what we've been trying to tell you.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that? You already know the answer, don't you? But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be shown in
Pretty sure that's not the normal.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone. Then in fact, in my...
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce, as such...
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to... The truth is, the world belongs to those... Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers.
So what are you planning to...
I will awaken the god that lies...
A god?
Osile, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by more. If such an ancient god would... Do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just...
But the Archon War ended to the...
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigil... Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you, with the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one, using the powers of ancient, but knowing that such an action...
Oh my god, it's gonna be such a long time, bro. I just want to enter the chasm.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh?
Oh my god.
He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
The heck? Huh.
If we hadn't happened to see the jade chip, did we make it?
What are you doing?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti.
Faced with the calamity of...
Oh, Paimon gets it. Just...
Okay, let's just finish this quickly.
We've got which is why we must stop.
So the Archon War was... So will the power of the...
We've already discussed this
What?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The
Let's make this quick,
Thing did
please.
once, and as fate would have it. For what could you mortals...
So be it. We shall use the upgraded... We haven't a moment to spare. Yep.
Okay, by now I'm just gonna probably mute myself for the majority of this. So dramatic. Domain expansion. Oh wait, it's just a long cutscene, okay. Oh, we gotta do some of this.
They're attacking the Glacial Ballista.
Oh my god, I just wanna finish life, bro. I'm gonna be muted for the majority of this.
The three Adepti are manning the Genshin Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
several millennia. Let's once see what you are made of then. What strength remains within you? What wishes to witness?
Looks like I went too far.
Scatter!
Not breaking a sweat!
Go and fly!
No slacking off!
Propagate!
Nice and spicy!
My duty.
Let's move.
Barbados, guide us.
Let's move.
Go and fly!
Have a load of this!
Scatter!
That is Osial's divine power. I am
God.
very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Honestly, this arc is amazing. I'm gonna be completely honest. Liyue arc is peak.
Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
No slacking off!
I swear by my sword!
Propagate!
The ancient gods attacking again!
Break yet!
There are so many Fatui too! We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Of course, Miss Bad connection to a Minecraft server.
This is dreadful energy! That light from your body, it's like the time in Julian Cars!
Yo, we got better power, so okay. Bet.
Pink shockwave! This granny's really strong!
I'll just mute. I'll just cut it out.
Propagate! I see through you!
Looks like I do my duty.
Scatter!
Take it easy. Things are about to get dicey.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War! So this is what Ganya's like in a fight!
I heard she was like, very boring to
My
play.
name
But she...
means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Yo, this is actually peak. I'm gonna be honest. This is mad fire. We done?
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
Yes, I can.
A little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
I don't know how to use them that well, but okay.
This isn't good.
Okay.
Busted. Here comes the catch.
The only issue with Yolanda is that she is literally crap against Fatui because they're literally nothing but water and thunder. That sucks.
Spring forth! Yeah.
Let's just grab.
Things are about to get dicey.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words,
Oh, scared.
if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Germinate! You're toast! Race you!
I swear by my sword!
Yeah, baby.
Game's up. Phone's over. Busted. Here comes the catch. Gotcha.
The Batui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades. Once we finish this cutoff, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
They're gonna appear here next. Let's go.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
What in the Super Smash Bros?
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
No.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
Sacrifice.
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
Wait, I was right.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
It's
Traveler,
the end.
lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has the effects of the sigil of permission. It will be some time before the Overlord.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be...
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to...
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already... At first, it was only the size of a small room. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense...
Well, I was really hoping you would say that's... Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti
Isn't she the
signed
god?
a contract
She's
with
probably the
Rex
god.
Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of. But that does not mean that the Liyue of. Do not merely cast your protective gaze.
Are you questioning our means of protect?
I mean no offense.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to.
This morning, Rex
What?
In the dream, I also thought to tell him, but I dared not speak.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right. That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's the Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scar.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity, as Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an...
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on...
I apologize for appearing in full armor.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. Although I am a mere mortal soldier. I promise.
Huh? Why does everyone...
Weren't you frightened, dear?
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guard when danger is near. Thanks for protecting me.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
You see, this is what the country of contracts is, although their blood is weak. The time of contracts between gods.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit...
Your line of inquiry is askew.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. One fears that by the time one... Fair enough.
This is peak.
Since we Adepti have but how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power?
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is...
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well. Oh, right! It's nice child wanted to unleash the god, but we were able to hit... Oh, and speaking of that, don't we...
Oh, there's still more, great.
Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't... the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshan Funeral Parlor.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangshan
We've come to see Zhongli.
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the... Last time we saw Zhongli, do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? We had better go and make...
Oh god, he's been stolen. Wait, he's the Archon, I was right. Oh, yes! Yes, I knew it. He has to be the Archon. He is. I want to believe he's the Archon. was right. Let's go. I was right first try. Let us enter. We shall kill all the Fatui.
You call this cooperation between harbingers? Don't
No.
take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you Oh, it seems that
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child.
it's you two. I believe we've met. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something
Breathe.
precious was.
Stay
Well,
calm.
if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map.
Should kill both of them.
This is certainly a bit.
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Agreed.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together. Nothing personal. We just have
I want to kill
different
all
views.
of you.
That's all. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually,
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind.
No.
Then
What in the world are you...
I knew it. I knew
The
it.
contract is fulfilled.
I knew it. He's the Adeptus. Dang it. God.
How sanctimonious.
What? No, wait.
I knew it.
That's an exciting twist and all...
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the...
Gather.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that as you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I stood motionless among the crowds.
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue chief. That's right. Which is why I can.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return...
Of course. And it would have been all too easy, just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more. Take the Adepti, for instance. Credit is also due to Senora, the
You know that god...
Yes.
Say, do you think the
Now that you... I mean, it all fits together. That still what's...
Ah, forget.
Hear ye all! The Chi sings words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountain, gods and adepti live. Rumors and hearsay abound on the having been thwarted in his trial. Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial, nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what... So that something feels off. Why would they say... Could the Chising already have known? Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his nose... Exactly, right? Look, it's
As said previous,
3,700.
we the people of Liyue,
The long unending.
now that we have awoken from, will you stand with us?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng Traveler.
Yikes!
Is that the traveler who they say
So young.
The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. Name your price.
Whoa.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Talks.
Hey, Zhongli, look at this. Everyone in Liu, and here you are looking.
Why, right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you.
Ha! That sounds like big talk.
You're right. I do lack the Mora. As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But when I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as...
Oh, no wonder. Paimon gets it now. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as...
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also... the Archon Morax. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of... That is true. But there is no...
Paimon thinks that we should make...
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea. Yes, the nation has been closed. The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among local...
Paimon thinks we've heard that one.
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about...
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control. But if a person shows true strength, this is what visions are. Magical...
Uh-huh. That's how...
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun...
Vision hunter?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue.
They want to seize visions. But why?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they...
Whoa!
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this club.
peek.
Nice and spicy.
Propagate!
More signs that a treasure hoarder was here. This should be the right direction. But why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins? Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you. This looks like a person. Could it be the Grand? Why is he in that position? That's... And the statue's hands... But... And the Grand... Hello? Paimon doesn't feel so good. We can't stay here! Quick, run!
You cannot. You have come as a herald.
An Abyss Herald?
Dainsleif. Oh, I thought you were just a couple of pests that stumbled in here by mistake. So, you are with Dane. Did he send you here to die? The Abyss is unstoppable.
What is this power? Pirates never seen it before! Careful! Please don't get cocky!
Here! What? Spring forth!
Barbados, guide us. Here comes the catch.
Boba, get them!
Scatter!
Gotcha.
This power. I see. In that case,
What? Oh, such a strong enemy. Who knew the Abyss Order had... Huh? What is it? Oh, right, yeah.
So, we meet again. A little sooner than I had expected.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you just experienced something quite strange. Could it be that you encountered an...
Huh?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well. An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. Tell me the rest of what happened in there.
And then, as we got close to the exit, we fought a big battle.
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come,
Let's catch up to it.
Let's go!
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again. Take it easy. Take it easy. Busted.
Germinate!
Game's up. Fun's over.
Get them! Eat this! Go as planned!
Gotcha.
No! I ruined everything.
Scatter! Spring forth!
Busted. I didn't. Here comes the catch.
They were just...
Oh, is that looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits? You know, that kind of stuff.
They wouldn't be certain. In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely because abyss mages often come out from that ruin to explore. They seem to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a certain valuable object. However, they look disappointed.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be merciful, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance to the entire Abyss Order. One cannot discover or rather, these Abyss mages likely fear something else, much more than they do a painful interrogation.
Paimon is getting goose.
All right, we shouldn't waste too much.
Take it easy. Game's up. Fun's over. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Frying pan, it's...
Gotcha. Barbados, guide us.
Scatter! Yeah. Propagate!
Busted. Here comes the catch.
Spring forth! Scatter!
Gotcha. Take it easy. Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
You're toast! Wow! Besides the abyss, seems wherever we
There are no coincidences in the world. Everything is the fruit of seeds planted, just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for... Forget it. The connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by no means incidental. Rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up from the same roots below.
Branches?
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago. Khaenri'ah.
Huh? Khaenri'ah? Really? The Abyss Order? Oh. Speaking... Oh! Right. As your guide, Paimon should... Huh? You have memories of being there.
Is that so? Well, everyone has... But, if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Khaenri'ah you saw, what was it like?
So that's the complete story, huh?
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your sister from within that meteorite.
It seems your sister woke up...
And then your sister told you that the destruction of Khaenri'ah plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave this world called Teyvat?
The destruction of Khaenri'ah? She said that?
That destruction you witnessed, it seems the first time you awoke in this world.
Huh. So your sister must have understood this world better than you did.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path, so you couldn't escape.
Oh, Paimon knows this part.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you did. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Teyvat, you are able to...
Ah, if that's the case, you must have been flipping through all before going to Mondstadt. You had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather all... So, the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Khaenri'ah so you could find your sister? Oh, yeah. You can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7.
I probably know more about Khaenri'ah. Khaenri'ah was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans.
A nation?
Later events unfolded just as you remember.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon... The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving. I will tell you more of what you want to know as we continue our search.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Over there! It's more... Dane was just saying how... So...
No. Ruin Guard is the name. These Ruin Guards were known as Field
Tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field Tiller was... The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood.
Fought for with steel and blood?
After the destruction of Khaenri'ah, they wandered aimlessly over the century, perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations.
That sounds... so sad.
Once you understand more, but no matter their past, all that remains of them.
No! I swear by my sword!
Busted. Game set. Fun's over. Gotcha. How was I so...
Barbados, guide us.
Terminate! Scatter!
Wind, hear me.
Propagate! Propagate!
My companions need me.
Scatter!
Boba, get... Huh? This abyss may...
This talisman seems... Perhaps it really does contain information about their operation.
But Paimon can't read the writing on it.
Engulf the faith of an enemy in flame, and bring glory to her.
What? Is it...
Loom of fate, the Abyss, seem to be carrying out... It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather...
Loom of fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-leaving machine? From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting... So, Dane, what the...
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osiris.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osiris?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know of though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation similar to this one.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. The Abyss Order keeps setting their sights higher. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osiris? Just as...
No. From the contents of... They won't just corrupt Osiris' mind. They also plan to use...
So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cyber...
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Khaenri'ah. Though, of course, the accuracy of that understanding itself, only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khaenri'ah. Despite being far from human, they seek out this lost humans. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osiris' limbs to construct a mechanized god, and the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the Statue of the Seven is the eye of the very first field.
The eye of the very first field tiller?
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated.
Yes, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Oh boy, the Abyss Order sure isn't holding back with this. Since no one knows where pillar is. How about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation? Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway. Let's go to the cathedral.
The cathedral.
Huh?
Nothing. Let's... A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt, but how aware of this was the Animal Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give?
Faith doesn't ask for any...
As long as the gods have a...
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral, and actually, the Animal Archon is...
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral.
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, when a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is never. I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see... That's enough about that.
Okay, then we'll just go in ourselves.
I should warn the Church of Favonius also meddling in the affairs of the Abyss.
But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Larder... It seems she hasn't realized it's just an... Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was such a long time ago, barely a long time ago. There was indeed once nearly every member of the church joined the search. In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the Lost Statue of the Seven. Of course? Nothing? So do you have any other... Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet. Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual... The tyrant's... Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed many, many years ago. There was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached Old Mondstadt. Balls of fire raining? People at that time believed it was a curse laid down, but this strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just gradually... Right! Later, the theory of the tyrant's final fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Perhaps it was something else that caught... Anyway, this incident might not be related to the law. It's okay.
There's that pointless word, thank you again.
Oh, Razar...
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time.
Wasn't that the Abyss Order?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great... Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting this? Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. Master Jean said you should stay at the church and...
But you're also a member. Right. We'll go get... Oh. Okay, but please, everyone, be careful.
I see. This could very well have something to do with...
Well, what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway?
No, that's not... Unlike Osile, who was today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over Wolven. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andrias in an... Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Propagate!
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey. Good. What a drag.
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are.
Yeah, let's...
I'm...
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of Fluffy?
It has nothing to do with... I cannot possibly agree with his actions. Besides, you're the one people like. There's nothing special about gods anyway. It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, don't go too far in the opposite direction. Even if the god in question is your...
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice. Does Dane hate...
Lest I repeat the failings,
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Canria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by the Seven. Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business. I will go take care of the remaining Abyss Order members in the area.
Up there? What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You, at the Rite of Dissension and Liyue, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Chief! Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the...
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after Boreas. But the Abyss Order and Boreas...
They just like to cause trouble. The Abyss Order already went after Dvalin. It's not too surprising that...
That is true. Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear or not, I will handle the situation. Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus Boreas is in any danger. This god's spirit... He does not often see people, but I hear that you have met him before. Maybe it is best that... Okay, be careful. Thank you for your help. Right. Gotcha.
Take it easy.
Look! Over there, it's
you?
You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled. If you serve...
What the heck? Oh no!
Wolves never surrender! But...
No matter. Bow before the abyss!
Here comes the catch. I swear by my sword. Go as one.
Germinate!
Scatter!
Propagate!
Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy.
Scatter! New life! The end!
Nice and spicy!
Quietly now. Wind, hear me.
The world will fall! Surging tide!
Here comes the catch.
Surging tide!
Go as one!
The world will fall!
Out of the frying pan!
Busted.
Spring forth! Propagate!
Barbados.
Will How does an old spit no matter? This is but a...
It disappeared again!
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
Human Lupercal. But still...
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. But... scary, I too didn't...
Wait! So you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas?
Thank you. In the future, you smelled...
No, we heard about the danger. Besides coming to help, excuse us?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this... It entered into my proving ground but it could not think. Only I eventually damaged it greatly.
By the sounds of...
Yes.
Fireball! Anyway, this pretty much proves that the... It sounds like the first one was... But in this story, it was damaged at the...
Don't know.
Yes, you were a bit... We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the...
Yes, I smell you too.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane. Dane, there you are. Did you see Master Jean?
I saw her, but as both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations. If I'm not careful, one day I may. But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but wasn't able to gather it. I see. Well then, we can more or less figure that information combined. For example, the old story. Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be.
Ah, Paimon gets it. So the Tyrant's final fury was really just missiles fired from the after it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North. It must have wandered into the ruins of Old Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a ton of... Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before, so they came...
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw... This is it, right? Okay. Ooh, huh? What?
This requires another using elemental sight on a field tiller is. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow!
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine.
Prototype?
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled statue, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechana, and this newly born god will have the power to topple the. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No.
Huh?
You may doubt me if you wish, but no matter where we may hide it, they will find it.
Oh!
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled. We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well as being a really important cultural relic. Well...
Do the Seven really expect me? Let's go back to those ruins and I'll make sure it doesn't get...
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in...
Looks like we're an eerie, lifeless, dark chamber.
Oh.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defile.
You are just as... I sense your soul is stained by terror. Oh, and then we are the same.
It is your word. Time to...
Take it easy. Quietly now.
Nice.
No!
Propagate!
Gotcha.
I'm the frying pan.
Busted. Gotcha.
My companions need me.
Wind. Hit. Busted. Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha.
Propagate!
Princess.
Hey! Could that be?
Ether.
Wait! Your sis...
Ether. Why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh? Your sister?
Lumine.
What's going on?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Lumine.
But it must be said. That man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people.
You're saying Dane is from Con, and you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not... and the whole thing about Dane being your enemy...
Home. Yes. But I cannot go with you to the next world to fight. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey... So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
left. Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least, really? At least now, as well as the 7, Dane is... That's right! Said just now is all pretty confusing. Did you understand it at... Oh! First off, that Abyss... It seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to her. Still, also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the throne. Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed. This story is just... And Dane is from Conria too! He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago! But, so that's why your sister said... But, if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all the... Also, how come, after all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the Abyss? What's up with that? Yeah, then... We can't let our journey's not over if your sister wants you to... Come on, Traveler, let's go!